Congratulations on completing your first week of Craving to Quit. Yesterday, we really honed in on cravings. Today, we're going to hone in on the N in the RAIN exercise. As you know from RAIN, noting is an important practice to help you get out of autopilot mode when cravings can take over. But did you know that you can practice noting even when you aren't having a craving? This will help strengthen your skills so that you can ride out even the biggest cravings. It's pretty simple. You can start with your 5 senses: seeing, hearing, feeling, smelling, and tasting, and add thinking as the 6th, and just see which one is most predominant at any moment. If you're walking down the street, there might be a bit of motion that catches your eye, so you'd note seeing. A moment later, you might hear a bird. You'd note hearing. Or if a thought pops up, oh, that's a bird singing, you'd now note thinking because that's most predominant in your experience at that point. It's pretty simple. Perhaps the singing makes you happy. So now you just note feeling because that happy feeling is most predominant. And you just keep doing this. A typical sequence might be seeing, hearing, feeling, thinking, feeling, seeing. Each time you note your experience, this keeps you in the present moment rather than being lost in thought or on autopilot. Otherwise, it's so easy to get carried along by life, including cravings that sneak up on you. For example, that bird you heard chirping might lead you to think, oh, that bird is singing. Oh, it's so wonderful. I wonder what type of bird that is. Is that a warbler? Wait, didn't I see a show on warblers on the Discovery Channel? I think their natural habitat is being destroyed. I can't believe people don't take care of the environment more. My neighbor doesn't even recycle. I cannot believe that jerk. And on and on and on. One moment you're happily listening to a bird song, and the next you're angry at your neighbor. How did that happen? Autopilot. An untrained mind is going to run off in any direction it wants, usually getting itself into trouble along the way. So noting practice helps train your mind. It helps you to keep from adding fuel to the fire, whether that's a craving, anger, fear, or something else. When your mind starts running off, you note thinking, feeling, or even anger. And this helps you grab that log that you're about to throw into the fire so that you don't fuel it. Eventually, the fire burns out on its own. This is how you rewire your brain to change old habits into new ones. So go ahead and take 30 seconds after this video. Drop into paying attention and note whatever is most predominant in your experience: seeing, hearing, thinking, or feeling. Afterwards, notice the difference between doing this and being lost in thought or carried away by an emotion. That's the difference between watching a fire burn down and letting it flare up and spread. So to sum it up, noting practice is relatively simple. We just note which of our senses stands out most in our experience from moment to moment. It helps us stay in the present rather than getting clobbered by a strong wave of emotion or fueling the fire of a craving. Try practicing this today, not only when you use RAIN to ride out cravings, but when you're walking down the street, sitting somewhere waiting for something, or even riding in the car. Keep it up.